Welcome to another Nitro Type video with Dragon. Today I will be talking about all the Lamborghinis in Nitro Type. And as it turns out, there's actually a lot of Lamborghini-based cars in this game. So without any further ado, let's do it. The first car is the Lamborghini Advent X. This car came out in 2013 and has been out for a while. It originally was in the dealership, but then got put into the item shop once so far since it's been released. Now to the next one. The next Lamborghini-based car in Nitro Type is the Finanzi Lamborghini. This car was originally called the Bright Idea for Azza123, a previous admin. And it was called the Bright Idea because Pandora designed it, and they got this idea, so why not name it Bright Idea? Okay, on to the next one. The next car is the Lamborghini Mephisto. This car came out a while ago, but then when the shop was removed, or the dealership was removed, they changed it, and it came back into the item shop on February 6th of 2021. And personally, I like the old design way more than the V3 design. But let's go to the next. The fourth car that was based off of a Lamborghini is the Lamborghini Mesosphere SS. And personally, because they haven't redesigned it, I like it more than the previous one. The next car is the Air 500. The Air 500 came out in Season 27 and required 500 races and gold to be able to get this car. And it has a brother called the Air 503, which is the next one. The Air 503 came out in the shop, and that's the reason it's different from the Air 500, is because the Air 500 didn't come in the shop, but the 503 did. It's also animated and a slightly different color. And personally, I'm still a bigger fan of the Air 500 than the Air 503. It also had a description called Air Car Not Found. And they changed that to Internal Server Air Car 2 Epic, which I personally like the original title for the shop. The Vengeance has arrived. Really, its original name, and still is its name, is Lamborghini Vengeance, but Vengeance is a good nickname. It came out in the shop twice, both March 20th to March 27th and February 13th to February 20th. So it's been in the featured item shop a couple of times for $3.5 million. In comes the Corsa Tiesto. This car originally was in the dealership, but was actually planned to be in a season and Season 19 for 500 races, but got changed to the dealership. And in the dealership, it cost $1,350,000, but then when it came into the shop on February 6th, it was made for $650,000, so they made it cheaper. And speaking of Corsa, they also made another Corsa car called the Corsa Iris. This car surprisingly doesn't look like a Lamborghini really at all, but it was based off of a modified Lamborghini Urus. The price of this car was $550,000, which is actually the cheapest car in the featured item shop other than the Finanzi Luminessa. And before I forget about the final Corsa, it's the Corsa Mystica. This car just barely came out this season and is available for 320 races, or level 17. This car is also animated, but I don't really have the animated version to show. So that is the Corsa Mystica, a surprising Lamborghini-based car. Now for Christmas-themed Lamborghini. This is the Lamborghini Xmas LT. This car was originally available in 2016 for 100 races in a session during the Xmas event. And then it was brought back again in the 2017 Xmas event for using 600 nitros. So I don't know which one's harder. Personally, for me, it would be the 600 nitros because I don't like using nitros. And that was also when you could use 3 nitros at a time, so divide 600 by 3 and that could be done in 200 races. Still, I'm not sure which one's harder. Speaking of Christmas Lamborghinis, there was another one that arrived in the exact same event, the 2016 event, and it was the Lamborghini Xmas LTC. This car was actually required 1,000 nitros during this event, so I would say this was definitely harder than the other one. And then when it was brought back in season 30, which was not very long ago, it required 132 races, which is a little unfortunate because even if you divided the nitros, the 1,000 nitros by 3, you'd still have more races for that one, which is very unfortunate, but it turns out it's a very cool car, and the price for it is $1.5 million, so a decent car. Well, there we have it. That wraps it up for these Lamborghini-based cars. So how many Lamborghini-based cars is there actually? Well, it turns out there is 12 different Lamborghini-based cars in Nitro type, which is kind of crazy. But with that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!